Hello, fellow traders. Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you on Sunday, January 30th. The year's 2022. Let's talk trading. Weekly open and gap. These videos for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. So let's take a quick look. As you can see, the month is red, 109 pips below the monthly open. Looking at the weeklies, all but one gap is filled. The pound's filled its gap. It's heading towards the weekly pivot at the moment. We're putting in the opening range for the week. As you can see, we're 12 pips below the low of the opening range for the month, which is the first day of the month. And since it's January, this will also be the first day range of the year. Continuing looking at monthly charts, we're 108 pips below that monthly low, which is the same as the yearly or monthly open, which is the same as the yearly open. And right now we're 28 pips above the weekly open here. Inside bar action, there's a few inside bars to be had. Friday was an inside bar, so look for a break at 34.32 to the north and 33.64 to the south. And we are a little over almost 8 hours into the trading day, but you can see no pairs have a range over 100. We broke right out of the buy zone and pretty much never looked back. Looking to see maybe price will come up to these highs and then see if it reverses or if it continues to move in the upward direction. Rats, range is too low. You have to wait. Usually you don't get a rat trade until somewhere in the London session. And it says if we get near the pivot point, the bias is short. And we've taken out the monthly pivot once again at 34.11. Weekly pivot right now is at 34.39. So no missed pivots for the month. Last week we missed the pivot. 5 weeks ago we missed a pivot. And we're heading towards hitting the pivot this week. So let's see what happens. I would imagine this week maybe these two get taken out or possibly these two get taken out. But I would imagine one of these weekly pivots gets taken out. Unless we have a really small range week, which you would think looks like it'd be a 101 pip range. Okay, looking at the wick zone once again. Price doesn't like staying in the wick zone. So for daily, 73% of the time, it comes out. And right now we're in the upper wick zone from Friday's candle. And taking a look at the range, only 34 pips, so 0 percentile. So we had a big week last week, 3 weeks ago. So looks like maybe this will be a small week. Maybe it'll hit the midpoint and reverse. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. That's all we can do. Walmart lines, once again, the first 8 hours or so on a Sunday/Monday, just not much movement happening. But could have traded the double O crossover or probably picked up about 20 pips. Wouldn't have been a bad trade. But you can see here the ranges just aren't that much. It's slow going at this point. Lower high, higher lows. There was a trigger and it just triggered once again last 5-minute candle to the south, but you can see it's going back the other way. And something I think I introduced in the last video, the wrap up. I don't know if I had enough time to explain, so we can take another look at it. And what we're looking at is the TRO above below indicator that I modified. We've got 4 versions up. So looking at what's so far today, the M30 candle, we've had one close above the current price, and this darkened area, that's the previous day. So we've only had one close above it and 15 below. But if you add today plus the previous day, we've had 5 close above this current price and 56 close below. And indicator 2 here is just showing price is just moving up. And then we can look at, so for the week, we pretty much have the same. And for the month, though, we have 887 M30 closes above this level. That's pretty interesting. And we only have 81 below. So, following indicator 2 here, it's just said pretty much stick in, stay with the trade this whole time. And, let's see. Tomorrow, I guess we'll be wrapping up the month, and I guess wrapping up the problem solving trading problems, and we'll see what we're going to do for the new month. I haven't decided on if we're going to do one topic or if we'll do a variety of topics. I'm thinking maybe I'm kind of leaning toward variety, but let me know. And still, if you do have a trading problem you'd like us to discuss, feel free to send me a message, a note, an email. But try to be specific as opposed to saying, hey, I just keep losing, because that's not really specific enough, and I wouldn't know where to start, where to begin to help. And a few people have asked me if I'm doing any coding of my indicators on TradingView. And the answer is no. As I told them, I said, if I was coding my indicators for, multiple platforms, that's all I would ever do. It's code indicators. So I'm just sticking with MT4, and I hate MT5. So no, I'm not coding any of these in MT5. Maybe, who knows? I'll probably, before I go to MT5, I'll probably just say, you know what? That's it. I'm not trading anymore. I've done what I wanted to do, and that's that. But I don't see that anytime soon. Having too much fun, I guess. But with this new look, which is really an old look, because these indicators they're all from like I think 2008, 2009 era. When I was first moving over to MT4, converting them from TradeStation, easy language. So this isn't really anything earth-shattering new here. And as you can see, price is now pulling back down off of the high of the day by 2 whole pips, it looks like. And I have the TRO HL5 indicator to show me the highest close over the last 48 bars and the lowest close. Kind of a modified holo in a sense. So there's 24 hours in a day. So that means there's 48 M30s in a day. Trying to remember if there was any other questions out there. I think if there was, I probably already answered them, but nothing is coming to mind at the time. Oh, and I guess the one trader that was having a problem making the dots bigger, he was doing something other than entering the number into the input. So with what? 34 pips, kind of a quiet Sunday slash Monday so far. Nothing earth shattering, earth shaking. Though this week, if you're trading a pound, there's a lot of news. So probably with the way things are, news can't be good. So just like with the US, you know, the news can't be good. So it spiked the pound up. So probably be looking to short the pound. But then again, you just have to trade what you see, because that is a problem where you start to have a bias and then you look for confirmation, and something could be screaming at you to say, no, don't be going long, you need to go short, or don't be going short, you need to go long. And what will happen is you might tunnel vision, focus in on like a couple of candles here, completely miss what's going on this side of the chart. Or you might be focused in at a lower time frame, forget to move out to a higher time frame. Like, for example, just looking at the weekly and seeing what price has done, where it stands in relation. And a lot of traders miss out on that. And yes, price is the same on all time frames, but you're looking at a lot less data here than you are here. And that's just something that, can get real easy to get sucked in and not realize what's going on. Um, a lot of times we want to keep our charts clean. And let's see, I don't know if I even have that one indicator. One of my favorite indicators is one I wrote, I guess it was last year, or was it? Yeah, I think it was last year, the price near, where I have that feature built in the HL5, where if it gets near one of the lines you want to have displayed, it'll display it. So if it gets within however many pips you want to say of like the daily open, then that line will get displayed on the chart. Well, sometimes it's also just nice to have a display here of English. It's like, hey, price is near the daily open, or price is near the monthly open. Just a reminder, especially if you're looking at M5. So it's just something to keep in mind. So I hope everybody had a fun, safe weekend. I hope you enjoyed the football. If you're a NFL fan, yay Bengals, because I hate the Chiefs. um, so it should be an interesting game. Super Bowl in a couple of weeks. And some people treat trading as a sport, and you probably saw some big leagues blown because they started to play too conservative. So it's the same with your trading. You have to trade your plan. Doesn't matter if you're up or if you're down. Just stick with your plan. It's there for a purpose. So as you sit down at your trading terminal, always remember and never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.